What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I just picked up a new gun we're gonna go over. I got some aftermarket parts to throw in it, and we're gonna kick off a new build series with this gun. So let's jump into it. If you guys have watched my channel at all, seen any of my videos, you know I love the Springfield Armory stuff, and you guys seem to like it too. I have a couple different Hellcats already, but I just picked up a new one. I just got this Peanut Butter Pro on the Gear Up promotion that was going on this year. If you don't know what the Gear Up promotion is, Springfield typically every year has a promotion that if you buy certain guns that are part of the promotion, you get a free range bag, extra magazines, things like that. So it's a good promotion if you're wanting to pick up some extra magazines and a range bag, get a little bit more for your money. So I picked this one up. It's a Hellcat Pro in FDE. I've wanted one of these for a little while. Like you guys know, I have two Hellcats already. This is my other Hellcat Pro that I put all the Tyrant parts on. It's been awesome for me. I really like this gun, and it's a world of difference over the regular Hellcat, which I also have. I have a regular Hellcat. I haven't done a whole lot to this. I did put a trigger and an extended magazine release in it and a weapon light. Got a holster for it. I did have a red dot on this. I pulled it off. I'm kind of doing a little bit of rearranging of things, putting different stuff on different guns, you know, changing things up a little bit. But the Peanut Butter Hellcat, I'm gonna build this to be more of a duty, everyday, down and dirty type of gun. Now, I've been doing that with my Tyrant CNC'd Hellcat, but some of the parts on this are just a little bit flashy, a little bit shiny for something I wanna carry every day. I'm gonna build this one to be my go-to, make it very reliable, upgrade the parts that need to be upgraded, and set this thing up for everyday carry use. If you're going on a hike or going hunting or something, you can just throw this on. Very minimalistic. Before I get to the parts that we're going to be putting in this today, I want to give you a couple updates. So first and foremost, I am working on some merchandise right now. Hopefully in the near future, I'll have that stuff ready. I'll make sure and post it on my Instagram and mention it in videos and in the comments, things like that, because I've had a few people ask, and it's something that I've wanted to do with the channel logo and stuff like that. Stay tuned for that stuff. Also, we're going to be going to SHOT Show, checking out all the new stuff that's coming out for 2024. So that's going to be exciting. I've never been before, so I'm excited for that. While I'm down there, I'm going to be trying to film and do some interviews and check out the new stuff and get videos edited and uploaded for you guys. So make sure you're subscribed for that, because that's going to be a fun one. And I'm hoping to get a bunch of good information for you guys on new stuff that's coming out. And last but not least, thank you guys. Thanks for all the support that you guys have given me and this channel. We've grown quite a bit this year. I appreciate you guys keeping it cool with the good feedback, the bad feedback, everything. And I'm hoping some of these videos are helping you guys out. So make sure you're subscribed for that stuff, for SHOT Show, for this build series. If you haven't seen my other Hellcat videos on these other guns, I'll make sure and link them down below. And like with all my videos, I'll have a link in the description. It takes you to my website where you can check out all the parts and pieces and anything we talk about in the videos. They'll be over there. I don't sell the parts or anything over there, but I'll have more information there for you guys if you need it. But let's jump over the bench. I'll kind of do an unboxing of what comes in the box when you buy one of these and what comes with it when you get it in the Gear Up promotion. Then I'll show you the parts we're going to install on this, and we'll get going on that. Alright guys, so here's what comes in the box. The only thing I've taken out is the gun itself. So this is the Hellcat Pro. It comes in a bunch of different colors, depending on where you buy it. I got the flat dark earth, comes optics ready, has the Picatinny rail on the front for mounting a weapon light, has night sights on it from the factory. Now in the box, it comes with this little gun envelope pouch thing that nobody uses. Comes with the key to unlock that trigger guard that comes on it. Comes with some paperwork. Comes with a test target from the factory. Comes with your typical pistol lock that all handguns come with. A magazine loader, and then a spare magazine. This one is the 17 round magazine, and the one that comes in the gun is a 15 round magazine. So you can see that's a little bit extended. One thing I will tell you guys that I've had quite a few questions on in my other Hellcat video that I did with all the Tyrant accessories. These magazines, yes, this one says 17, this one says 15. But the actual magazine body is the same size. The reason this is 17 rounds, it has that base pad on the bottom. You can see it adds the extra 2 rounds. So if you're going to put a magazine base like this on the 15 rounder, yes, it will add more capacity. It will add another 3 rounds, I believe it is. But if you're taking off this base and putting this one on, you're going to gain 1 round. That's what you're going to gain. You're not going to gain what they advertise as 3 or 4 rounds with this. You're not going to gain that on this because you're already adding those extra rounds with the factory base on it. So just a note, I've had quite a few questions on that on my other videos, and that's just a heads up so you guys know. So I'll get this box out of the way, show you guys the range bag this comes with on the Gear Up promotion. When you buy this on the Gear Up promotion, you go online, fill out the form that they have, enter the serial number of the gun, where you bought it, the date, proof of purchase type of stuff. Within a week, this was at my doorstep. So it comes with this nice little range bag, has room for storing stuff, comes with some pockets, different little pockets for your magazines, and they send 3 more magazines with it as well. It's got an ID badge window in the back, a little spot for a patch if you want to put that on there, but it's a decent little range bag that they'll send out, plus you get 3 more magazines. So they sent 2 more 15 rounders and 1 more 17 rounder. So all in all, you end up with 5 magazines, which is an awesome deal. If you've bought magazines before, it's well worth it to wait a few months for this promotion to come out, or jump on it when it is out for the extra 3 magazines in that range bag, because most people go buy more magazines as it is. The first aftermarket parts that I'm going to be throwing on this thing are from Apex. I got the new Apex Type 3 trigger for this, and I got the Apex extended controls kit for this. So here's what comes in the trigger kit. It's got a couple different springs, and then this is the new Type 3 trigger shoe. It's got a little different profile on it than the original Apex shoe, which looks like this. This is the original Apex trigger shoe. It's just kind of flat with a rounded front on it. I mean, it's nice, but this one just adds a little bit more style to it, a little bit more of a contoured edge on the side, a little bit better design on the side. I'm excited to try that out in this. And then these are the extended controls. It comes with an extended slide stop, slide release. Comes with an extended takedown lever, which has a nice little lip on it for resting your thumb on. And it comes with an extended magazine release that has some nice texturing on it that is really grippy. Then it also comes with a new spring for that magazine release. Now on my original Hellcat Pro, I had an Apex trigger in this also. And when I put this Tyrant trigger shoe on it, I left all the Apex parts in it, so I had the springs and everything still in there, which was kind of a bummer because you pay that money for a trigger, and then I swapped it out with this trigger shoe. At the time, I was wishing I could have just bought the internal parts and thrown the trigger shoe on. Well, I did notice on Apex's website that now you can do that. They sell a kit with just the springs. So if you're wanting to put a different trigger shoe on that is not the Apex trigger shoe, you can buy the Apex springs, put them in your gun, and then throw the trigger shoe on. So that's cool, because I've had quite a few people in those other videos asking about what internal parts I have in this. That's one route to go if you want a little bit lighter trigger pull. So I'll make sure I have links for the spring kit over there if that's something you guys want to do, or even if you just want to keep your factory trigger shoe and put the different springs in, that's also an option. So I'll make sure I have a link over the build list for that. Before I throw you on time lapse, I want to do a trigger pull test on this and show you guys what this is pulling at right now, and then I'll get these things installed. This gun is brand new. I haven't fired a shot through it. The only shots that have been through it are those test shots that you saw with that target in the box. So this isn't broken at all. We're going to do a 3-pull average. £5 pounds, half an ounce. £4 pounds, 10 ounces. £5 pounds, 9.3. So we're averaging 5 pounds, 1 ounce on a factory trigger that's not broke in. So let's see how that changes once I get this stuff installed. So that wasn't a bad project. Turned out pretty good, I think. Got that trigger installed and the extended controls installed. Once we jump off the bench, we'll take an up close look at that stuff. But I want to do another trigger pull test, see what this thing is pulling at now, and see if it changed. If you remember before, we were right over 5 pounds. We're at 5 pounds, 1 ounce. 4 pounds, 9 ounces. 4 pounds, 3. 3 pounds, 15. So we're averaging 4 pounds, 4 ounces. So just over 4 pounds, it's almost a pound in trigger weight of drop. And that trigger shoe does feel pretty good. So let's jump off the bench. We'll take a closer look at this stuff. I'll try and show you the differences between the parts I took out and the parts I put in. All right, guys, here's how that turned out. You can see that new trigger shoe in there. It looks really nice. I really like the look of that. The fit on your finger feels nice. Those edges are nice and beveled. Here's a look at that factory trigger shoe. You can see it's kind of more radiused around the edge and it kind of swoops, which is fine for a plastic factory trigger shoe. But this one is more of a hybrid flat / curved trigger. It's got kind of a flat face with beveled edges, and then it kicks out at the bottom, so it kind of grabs your finger when you put your finger on there. I'll show you the take up and break. Here's the take up. It didn't shorten it a whole lot. Similar feel break, and then the shorter reset. So that turned out pretty good. I'm happy with that, and it's pretty easy to put these things together. Like I mentioned, if you need more assistance, help, guidance, whatever, Apex has awesome content that you guys can go check out. Like I said, I'll link those below. And then these extended controls. You can see that takedown lever, the extended slide stop, and that extended mag release. The factory takedown lever is kind of rounded and it's pretty low profile. It's got those horizontal serrations and it sits pretty close to the gun. The extended Apex version kind of goes away from that rounded profile and has kind of a flat top on it, and then it kind of bevels down. So it creates kind of a shelf for you to put your finger on when you're shooting, kind of a little ledge, and it grips pretty good. That's really nice to have. It's still kind of low profile on the bottom and it swoops up, and then it's got that nice ledge. And then the slide stop slide release, that's also extended. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of an apex point, has those serrations on the underside for locking that slide open with your thumb, and the top of it is smooth, just like the takedown lever. The factory one is pretty flat, pretty low profile. You can see it barely hangs over, but I think that's a nice upgrade also. And then that mag release. The mag release is nice and pronounced, sticks out quite a bit. I'll check this in the holster here in a minute, but that sticks out quite a bit more. It comes with a new spring also. I'm not sure why they put a new spring in it, if it's a little softer or whatnot. I haven't noticed yet, but it does come with a new spring, and the grip texture on that adds quite a bit to the mag release. It's a lot easier to grip your thumb when you're going down on it to not break your grip and get a good release on that magazine. The factory one just has 3 little serrations on it and it's smooth on the back side. This also sits very low profile to the frame of the gun, whereas this one sticks out quite a bit more and it has kind of a checkered texture on it to where that grips your finger a lot better. So that turned out really good. I'm happy with those upgrades. Like I said, I'm going to be using this kind of as a duty everyday carry gun, so I didn't want that trigger too light. Dropping a little bit of weight off a nicer trigger shoe is going to be awesome for that. And those extended controls help out quite a bit in a gun like this with the theme that we're going with, which is kind of a duty all around everything pistol. They're not too oversized to where they're going to bug you or get in the way when you're using this gun for different applications, but they're just enough to enhance all of those applications. So as far as holster goes, this is my inside the waistband Four Brothers holster that I have for my other Hellcat Pro. Yeah, I don't have the light on this yet. I'll be getting one of those soon. Those extended controls don't impede anything sliding in that holster. It seems to slide in really nice.
That's what she said.
And I know Four Brothers has worked with Apex in the past, getting holster fitment and stuff right for their accessories. So if you guys want any more info about any of the stuff that I use today, even the tools or anything like that, follow that link in the description over to my website. I'll have all that info over there. And then those other videos, the other Hellcat videos and the Apex videos, I'll have them linked in the description as well. Like I mentioned, big stuff coming up. We're going to be going to SHOT Show. Make sure you subscribe so you can see those videos. I'm going to be working on some merchandise, so if you guys wanted some of that, I'll make sure that when I get it up, I'll spread the word. And then stay tuned for some more Hellcat videos on this peanut butter build that we're doing. I'm going to be getting some more parts and pieces, getting this thing dialed in how I like it. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and we'll check you guys on the next one.